So it's never easy letting go when your child becomes an adult, but our next guest says if you don't, your relationship with your partner could suffer. Joining me now is relationship expert Dr. T. Charles Brantley. TC, always nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me back again.
So you say that adult children can sometimes mess up the mojo.
They can mess up the mojo because they think that mom and dad are there for them. And
aren't they?
At a certain age, you get the broom out and, you know, just move some clutter here because you are now an adult. And if you are an adult, I'm going to treat you as an adult. But at the same time, don't become a liability to us, become an asset.
Well, isn't there points in life where sometimes you need your parents? Even if you're a little bit older, you need to move back home, a job didn't work out.
You always need parents, but however, the point is that don't let your children cause a divide with you and your spouse. That happens all the time. Kids do not cause divorce. It's parents who let the kids cause a divorce.
Maybe they're not reacting properly?
They're not reacting properly. They're not being on one accord when the kids do something wrong, or go ask mom, go ask dad. Wrong answer. We're going together. We made the kids together. We make decisions together.
All right, you say never play offense and defense at the same time.
So many times couples will do that. Sometimes the son is on mom's side, the daughter is on the dad's side. You cannot have a divided home front, because divided home front, the inmates will destroy the asylum.
Meaning the kids.
The kids will destroy everything.
Advantage.
That's right, exactly.
Well, what would you do? Do you set rules? Do you set curfews?
Listen, when you have adult kids coming back home, you have to set the rules, because they're, you know, I want to be an adult, but at the same time, I'm enjoying this free food, the free board,
laundry,
everything. So you got to, because if you don't set it, they will mess up the mojo.
All right, so have that conversation. You say don't let kids mess up Adam and Eve time.
Oh, very important.
Putting that nicely,
Adam and Eve is that, you know what? You're doing natural, you're in the buff, and here comes, your child walks in, Mom, Dad, you know.
I'm
so
back.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't want to. So I tell parents, make your kids understand, if you're coming back home, you call me first, because if you don't call me, you're not getting into the house.
Wow. You lock your kids out? I don't know if that's true.
Listen, you can't mess up. Listen, understand, your kids are somebody that will come and go, okay? Dogs come and go. But biblically, your husband and wife will be there for a lifetime. So what are you investing in? And it's funny, in the beginning of the relationship, you invest in each other.
Sure.
As the kids came, now I'm investing in the kids, investing into my career. And that's why when all gone, our marriage is looking like this. Whole lot of bumps, a lot of ridges, because we didn't take time to enjoy one another.
But it's still intact.
It's still intact, but it's too bumpy. That's why a lot of couples sleep in two separate bedrooms. The devil is a liar.
All right, TC, you say that babysitting is granted.
Oh,
it's not something you could just count on.
A lot of times adult kids say, hey, Mom, here's your grandkids. Here you go. No.
I gotta tell you, my mom's been asking for grandkids for like 10 years. If it ever happens, I think she could enjoy them.
It will happen, but again, you don't want to take your parents for granted. You ask, Mom, Dad, do you mind? They'll all probably say yes, but it's all right to ask before you give.
All right, we talked about having the rules, have that conversation, stop spoiling the kids.
This is very important. When they're young, got it, spoil the kids. But when they're an adult, it's time to spoil each other. Take each other for sure. Mom and Dad, where you going? Well, we're going to Hawaii. Can we go? No, because we are
offended if my parents didn't invite me on vacation.
Well, guess what? Pay your way. Come on with us. We're not to have you. Because again, they are adults. Now again, I'm not saying you totally cut off your kids. I'm not saying that at all, because that's not good. But again, there's a point is that you feed each other, because if you don't feed each other, when you hit the 50s and 60s, there's nothing there for you guys to like. And the biggest divorce rate, this is very powerful, is among people who are over 50. You know why? When the kids are gone, we invested so much in the kids, we didn't invest in each other, and now we have nothing to show for it.
I'm not going to argue with any of this today, TC.
God's blessing you for it. It must be the glasses.
You really have to concentrate on your relationship with your spouse, first and foremost.
If you don't focus on your spouse, then other things will seep in, and then here comes the issues. And a lot of women especially have dyspareunia, which is pain during intercourse. And a lot of times, I'm so focused on the kids, I don't take care of myself. And if I don't take care of myself, how can I have a successful and a good time when the kids finally leave?
All right, let me ask you about this. Kids are graduating, they're moving back home, college is over. What's the first step you want to do?
The first step is, you know what? I love you, I birthed you, but these are the rules of the game. Because if you don't understand, because guess what? I'm trying to prepare you for life. If parents don't give their children rules, you're not preparing them for life. Because everywhere, job, career, there are rules you have to abide by. So if you don't give your kids rules, if you don't train them rules, they're not gonna be ready for rules when they leave the house.
Got it. And you're a big fan of this date night. Don't let that slide.
Date night is important, and date night is just not you brother rubbing your butt while you watch football. No, date night is taking your wife out, enjoying her, because guess what? You got to get back to the genesis. This is very important. I got to get back to the genesis of my relationship. So that's why get out the duct tape. Hey, man, say, we're going to do some remodeling of our marriage, and we're going to do 50 Shades of Purple, orange to 50 Shades of Blue. Leave it alone, Brantley. But anyway, we're remodeling to get things back together again.
I understand, and don't fall for the guilt trips.
Kids are good for that. We parents make mistakes. I'll say it again. We make mistakes. But you tell your kids, I'm sorry, made a mistake. If they don't want to forgive you, it's on you. I said I was sorry, but the kids will put a guilt trip. Well, Mom and Dad, because you didn't do it, and now you got to buy me a brand new Lamborghini to make sure you love me. No, I'm not doing that.
All right, TC, very good advice as always.
Thanks for having me.
All right, stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.